Hello, internet. Are we live? Let's find out in just 2 seconds, eh? Oh, we're live. Get on, Beybladers. Blade Bay X coming at you. Episode 16 of the anime. That's crazy, man. 'Tis crazy. We are 4 months into the anime. Is that right? Might be a little bit longer because there was a week break, wasn't there? So yeah, we're knee deep. We're thick in it right now. I don't know what the plot for this episode is. We are long gone from the days of me being able to guess what's going to happen because of reading the manga. So something about Multi being a detective, judging by the thumbnail of the episode here. I'm going to whack it straight on. And if so, you jump in. I'll catch you in a second. But yeah. Oh, God. Do apologise. I'm not feeling my freshest today. Been a little bit under the weather all week. So, sorry if I just randomly start dying during the stream at some point today. But I'm going to have to suck it up a little bit because pretty much immediately after this finishes, I'm going to have to go chuck on a gi and go do some karate. There's a grading here in Phuket for my friend's karate club. It's like a Kyokushinkai style like karate gym. What is going on with this stream? Sorry, it's telling me that the episode of Beyblade X timed out. But yeah, she runs like a karate club and they're doing a grading, but one of the students is like way more of a senior grade than the other and is like a grown-up adult man. She's mainly teaching a lot of kids and teens. So basically I just gotta throw my gear on, turn up and just like beat up someone going for like their blue belt or something like that for like 5 minutes. But to be fair, if he's gonna get me, today's the day, because like I think if I take one hit to the stomach I'm just gonna fold. Ooh, alright, so they're at Matey Boys. Is it just more riddles? Is that why Multi's a detective? They got like more of this guy's challenges to complete. Right. Alright, Burns turn. Oh god, I thought Burns got like 2 henchmen behind him, like 2 bodyguards, but because of the way his hair is long at the back with those 2 points, it looked like they were carrying his hair for him as he walked through. like that is like proper diva move, I think. So yeah, Burn turns out to be a bit of Burn turns out to be a bit of a wet blanket in the manga. I'm not surprised. I didn't really think he was he didn't come across as a good guy in any sort of way. I know typically in Beyblade it's like your enemies and then they battle and then they're just like best friends and they're always working as a team. Oh, the wife's on the stream, look out. But yeah, what was I going on about? Every time I'm in a chain of thought she'll jump in and say something. What was I going on about? Yeah, Burn. He's a douche. He I don't know. This is just me sounding biased, but he gave off those kind of like jerky, like rich kid vibes. I'm not saying all rich kids are jerks, but he gave off those kind of vibes to me. A bit spoiled, a bit used to. I mean, the wealth might not have anything to do with it, but you know, he's just probably been able to be like the best at anything he's ever tried with no effort, and he proper had those vibes. So the moment he had a bit of adversity, he kind of like crumpled. So he'll probably come back stronger from that, which will be good for story, good character development. But I don't know how they're doing that in the anime, how they're gonna circle around for ages before they land on the actual story. But I'm enjoying it still. I'm enjoying it still. Yeah. Yeah, I got a few things to unbox today. I got a few X boosters. We got one of each random booster that they've released so far. I'm hoping we finally get our custard Wyvern Gale, because that will complete that set. That would be sweet. But if we don't, I wouldn't mind another actual Wyvern Gale. I'm hoping for all prize bays. Of course, everyone who buys boosters is hoping for all prize bays, but honestly, apart from maybe the green Hell Scythe, I can't see anything else that I'd really need from the Shark Edge boosters. It'd be nice to have another purple 360 and a purple low flat. And of course the blade be sick, because I still think Shark Edge is awesome. It's just one of those bays that I think can hit a KO at like any point, so I like it on low flat, but I know a lot of people put it on more like stamina bits now. Oh, what's this dude's name again? I checked it the other day. Is it like a German sounding name? But he's appeared now. He's got some big throne with a floaty cube above it. Exciting stuff. But yeah, another purple Shark Edge would be super dope. And it's only the prize bay from the Viper Tail packs that you get Orb, and I've only got one copy of Orb. So yeah, I would love to. I'd love to unbox another one of those, but unlikely. I think it could be custard bays all around, to be fair. Like this, yeah, I think it wouldn't be the worst case scenario if it's all custard bays, because I want that Wyvern Gale. What even comes on the? I don't even remember what is the bit in the ratchet for the 360 taper. Okay, so the 360 would actually be pretty cool to have in. I know we've had a few like yellow, orangey 360s already, haven't we? But I guess now that I'm able to customize my ratchets, it doesn't matter. I can mix and match. It'll be interesting to find out for sure if that's like would be allowed. I'm hoping that I can enter a G2 tournament in Bangkok next month. I think it's on the 11th of February, which is really frustrating because I think it's like when all the school holidays and something like that kick off, which means like that one weekend is like the most expensive weekend to travel there. Like, so they kind of caught me out on that one, but oh well, it's worth it for the battle experience. Okay, he's actually fighting Sphinx Cow now. Is this too early for all these things to happen? Like, I think I say this every episode, but yeah, it's we'll see. Oh, he's back using Drowned Sword. That's cool. I know it's just the anime kind of having to fill episodes and stuff like that, but it is cool that we're seeing him use the previous evolutions still. Very quickly over finishes Sphinx Cowl. So good advertisement for your new Beyblade release coming out in like, it's like pretty much exactly a month, isn't it? Like just short of a month by like a couple days. And it is it gear point or gear needle on Sphinx? I think it's gear needle, isn't it? I understand where people are saying that seems counterintuitive because of like any tilt is going to scrape bad and just not work, but I was pretty down on needle when we first got our first 4 or 5 releases. I was pretty down on needle, to be fair. I didn't rate it very highly. Like, I felt like it burst more than the other bits, and stamina wasn't great, and it didn't move around very well, but it wasn't meant to be moving around very well. Now actually I quite like needle. I like the shape of high needle the most, but I hate that it's that like 1 millimeter taller. I just really dislike it. I wish it was like, I don't know. They never They never gave us all the low variations. Like, I think all of us were assuming we'd be getting, after low flat, we'd be getting some kind of like low needle, low ball. Maybe that was just me. Maybe those ideas sound a bit stupid to you. Now I'm saying them out loud, like low ball. Don't really know how that would work. So it'd be like a really, really short, like semi-sphere kind of tip. Well, Bird's up now. I guess we know how this battle's going to end. Is he doing like a cut over test type thing here? Alright. Bird's using Hell's Chain. And that's cool as well, that like on an episode where they're not just one of them uses their old Beyblade, all of them just use it. I wonder what Multi will use. And she has three whole choices instead of just two like the others. Oh god. My guts are giving me absolute hell at the moment. I do apologise if I'm sat here looking uncomfortable, making you uncomfortable. Hell's Chain burst finish. I think someone, I'm not gonna do it, but someone should just compile all of Bird's like shocked, like losing faces. For no other reason than they'd be really helpful for thumbnails. Like if I just had that collection for like thumbnails ready to go, I think that would be pretty handy. Oh, he's applauding Bird. What does that mean? Why is everyone so proud? Alright, I swear every battle that Bird has, he's like gutted, X pulls up next to him, and they're like, there's a shot of them like arguing, and then Multi's just in the background like, I'm figuring something out here. Air horn. Yo, Spaghetti. How's it going, my dude? Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you, my guy. Got all the combos we've been building recently in videos. I got all the Blade Breakers combos here at the moment. Talk about this guy in a bit as well. But I've also got our Leon Claude challenge combo. I think I'm gonna film the video for this on Monday. And this is our custom 960 ratchet that I copied Metal's tutorial on doing this. One thing I would advise whilst you're doing it is just have it up next to you while you're doing it, just so you don't forget which notch you're going into. Surprisingly, it was much more simple than I was afraid it would be. I was like in my head thinking, oh god, I'm gonna lose a little piece, because I had a moment where I proper like, I was just like, face palm. I was watching Metal's tutorial, like doing it step by step as I did it, and when it said, okay, undo the ratchet, undo the screws, blah blah, cool, did that, and then I separated the parts. It said like separate the parts, so I separated the parts, and the next line was something like, and now you should have 3 separate pieces, and I had 4, and I was like, fuck, what have I done wrong? But it was just the notch from the ratchet had fallen out from the little thing, so it was pretty obvious. But yeah, I was just like, shit, I've ruined a ratchet. I was like, I've only got 2 960s. I don't really want to like absolutely like just wreck one of them. But yeah, you're right, it is pretty simple. I think my anxious brain just made it out to be more than it was. But yeah, we're gonna see how strong its burst resistance really is, because one of the higher burst resistant bits as well. Basically, what I want to do is I want to take all your combos and I want to put this bad boy through 100 battles, split between all your different combos, and we're going to see out of those 100 battles how many times it actually bursts. Yeah, 360 for Phoenix Feather. Oh, sorry, does it say 360 or 39? Yeah, 360. Yeah, I managed to get my hands on a second-hand red Dran sword. So I managed to get all the parts that Takara say are the stock combo for Phoenix Feather. I didn't even pick Wizard Arrow, of course. She's like all about stamina. Is that what the Detective Multi thing was for? Just because she figured it out? No, 100 unique combos. that would be hard. No, I'm gonna take how many combos everyone enters. I've got a couple ideas for myself. Like basically, I want ratchet bursting combos, aggressive ratchet bursting combos, and however many we get. Say we only got 4, it would be 25 battles with each of them, and so on. I'll just divide it as evenly as I can. So far, I don't think we've had any Shark Edge suggestions. I can't remember. I'll have to check the post, but Shark Edge is a decent ratchet burster, I think, and my favorite, of course, is Dranzer S. I still believe if you put that on 360 flat or low flat, sorry, you'll definitely burst some ratchets. Bro, you can submit your combo whenever you want. There's a community post with the pictures of this. You can chuck it on there. That would be the first place I check. You can do it in chat right now if you want to. I'll have to probably come back to the live stream to remember. Oh, I was pretty sure you did, wasn't it? Who did you do Phoenix Wing 560 point? Was that your one? Because I did actually want to originally I was going to do a testing video where I was seeing if 360, 560 or 960 has the highest burst resistance with Phoenix Wing and Point, because some people are saying Phoenix Wing and Point are the best combo, but it's either 960, 560 or 360 that people are using, and I wanted to definitively know which one I should be using, because I got that hopefully got that G2 coming up in today. It's just over 2 weeks actually. If I'm going to book that, I should book it like now. But yeah, that's the plan. So, and Phoenix Wing, I believe, is going to be legal. I think we'll pretty much be all up to date by the time of the G2, other than we won't be able to use Unicorn Sting, because I don't think that'll have its official release in Thailand yet, and Sphinx Cowl won't be released. Yo, Nazuma, thanks for dropping by, my dude. Just chatting burst challenges. I've made a Leon Claw 980 point, and I'm getting people to submit their combos to try and burst it. We're going to do 100 battles with it, see if it can survive. But yeah, it's kind of detracted from what was going to be my testing for the which ratchet is best for the Phoenix Wing on Point combo, because I'm imagining next month at the G2 we're going to be seeing a lot of Phoenix Wing on Point, so I want to know what the best Phoenix Wing on Point combo is, which ratchet goes with it best, but also going to try and find out its kryptonite. I got to find the perfect counter to it. Yeah, like 560 and 960 I'm going to assume are the best. I think I'd imagine 560 is a little bit heavier than 960. Yeah, that's the thing. I love Vipatel on 560 Rush, so that's kind of where I want my 560 ratchet to be. So if the Phoenix Wing combo works really well on 960 or 360, well, if it works really well on 960, that would be ideal, because I really like low flat and 360, so I kind of want to put a combo on that. I think I'm gonna have a pretty aggressive deck for this. Yeah, mate, Spaghetti, you can submit as many combos as you want. I'm not going to be upset about you giving me more ideas to test against. Like, I would absolutely love it if you put in a second combo, like anything you can think of that you're like, yeah, this is going to burst ratchets, like chuck it in there. Wing on 560 point is frustrating. Like, it's probably run wing on 580 with no issues. Ooh, I have not thought about that, because is it just on Wyvern Gale? Yeah, 560 rush, the Nizuma combo. Yeah, I'll definitely put that in there, because I think that's a great one for bursting as well. I think the Viper Tail blade is fantastic for catching on ratchets, and just being on the rush bit is just more chances to hit your opponent's ratchet. I really like it. I really like the combo, and it looks cool. I like using like the new blue Viper Tail with the blue 560 and rush. Like, it's very nice. I did like it with the original Prize Bay Viper Tail, and I was using the red 560 from Hell's Chain and Rush. Still looked very, very cool. But yeah, the new blue one is just like very, very, very aesthetically pleasing to look at. But yeah, so at the moment in my head, I'm thinking it's Viper Tail, 560 Rush, Phoenix Wing, 960 point, and I just can't get over how much I enjoy Hell Scythe on low flat. So at the moment, I might be using Hell Scythe on low flat. I know everyone uses it on ball. I am completely aware of how good that is, but basically I'm expecting at this tournament, because I don't think we're allowed to use Cobalt Drake and stuff like that, which would be really cool if we could, but because it's only officially released in Japan and can't use it here, I'm expecting to run into Phoenix Wing on like 560 point or some variation of point. Hell Scythe, probably people like putting it on like 360 ball over here a lot, so I'm expecting to see it on 360 ball. And the last one, I would imagine at the moment, will probably be people using like Dran Dagger on Rush. Like, I don't know what ratchet and stuff, but I imagine it's going to be like Dran Dagger out of what we'll have available. But yeah, I'm expecting to see those bays a lot. And for the Hell's Scythe, like stamina type combo, I've always found like the like low down like ratchet bursting combos that you got to go aggressive at it early, because it's got such good stamina. Like, Hell Scythe has come out as like a really, really good blade, like a really good versatile blade. I mean, it's a balance type, so that's what you want. But yeah, I think Hell Scythe is like a dope blade, especially for one of the lighter blades, which is really cool. Yeah, you need a Phoenix to beat a Phoenix. I'm not really sure what the plan is if it's not Phoenix v Phoenix when it comes to it, because it's strong. It's super strong. Like, it's heavier, yeah, but it's just got the ability to KO you at any point, I think, because of the weight, but also like the design is pretty good. Night Shield 560 High Needle, good against Phoenix Wing on point. Interesting. I mean, I guess with that, the Night Shield combo will be hard to burst because of the movement and the off balance nature of the blade, which is cool. And yeah, I might be able to hit the like counter KOs. I mean, yo, Ryujin Savior, hey, what's up? Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate you. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be I think just defensive beys probably going to be the way to go, because I know it's on point, so it's a balance bit, but if it's constantly clashing, it's probably going to be more aggressive. So yeah, like I can definitely see that working. I think probably putting it on a defensive bit, although because you need the defensive bit for the sticking power because of the risk of okay. Oh, okay, cool. You changed your name, Phantom Slayer. Sick. How you doing, dude? Thanks for dropping by. But sorry, brain. Yeah, so you need a defensive bit like High Needle for the sticking power to not get KO'd so badly, for sure. But with Phoenix being on point, you want that stamina, and I feel like Ball is the only good stamina kind of like bit at the moment. It moves well, so maybe you can dodge some attacks. I mean, that's what you hope, but it's a tough one. Phoenix Wing is a beast. It's a beast. I need to get some like proper testing time in with it. Oh, you got Phoenix Win this week. Sweet. I'm hoping. I'm having to pick up a couple more when I go. I'm manifesting it. I'm manifesting it right now. I'm declaring it. When I go to this tournament next month, I'm going to pick up some Phoenix Wing theirs, because you need like a 1,000 baht receipt to be able to enter the tournament. You have to have your Bay passport already as well. You can't get one at the event. You can't. This cannot be your first Beyblade event. You have to have competed already. So luckily I went to that previous weekend. Oh, we got some King battles in the next episode. Team Phalanx as well. And Burn. Oh yeah, this is when Burn just brings in everyone to smash them. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit of manga content in the next episode. Yeah, I still think Drandaga is pretty dope, dude. When it comes to attack bays, I really like that kind of design. Like I was going on about it in the combo video I did for the Dragoon. Oh god, that white shines all the light back at you. I apologize. Just blinded someone there. But yeah, these kinds of ARs I really like for attack types, because it's just like a continuous, just constant zzz, buzzsaw motion, and that's what I like about Drandaga. It's pretty dope. Yeah, man, like a couple of times when I've been like testing with like Phoenix Wing and stuff, and it's not like stuff out the stadium. I think on the balance type testing video I did, like I KO'd something out the top of the stadium, and I could not find like parts for it for ages, because it was like a KO and a burst at the same time. I could not find shit. I went like flying underneath my bed or something. Starting to really get interested in X. The costs are just a bit rough, yeah, so I'm not sure if you'll get some. Yeah, it's not a cheap hobby, is it? That's kind of sucky, especially if you want to get multiples of the same parts, which in this generation you'll probably need to do more than previous ones. I know Plastic Gen like bays would break, but back then Plastic Gen bays would break because we did stupid stuff with them. We were like battling with them like everywhere. Like Plastic Gen bays against Plastic Gen bays, typically you're going to be fine. I don't know what the breaking kind of like rate was with Metal Fight. Didn't play nearly enough to be able to voice an opinion on that. Burst, I've never had any of my burst parts break, but again, I haven't spent too much time doing burst. X, I haven't had anything break yet. I've been very lucky. Every single day I see post break of Beyblade X bays breaking, which is frustrating for sure. Like there's some feel bads. You spend, I don't know what it would be in American monies, but you spend like what 14, 15 to 20 buckaroos on a new Beyblade, and like it breaks after a little while. Kind of sucks. And you can't get like just some straight up replacement parts. Like you can ask me to send you some 3D printed bits, but when it comes to blades, like not really any options there. And and they wear down quick because the battles are more intense, faster, like harder hitting, which is great for gameplay. Like I'm not asking them to take that away at all, but yeah, I wouldn't. 20 to 30 bucks, shit, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks, dude. I haven't done my post on it yet, or my video on it yet. Has my stream frozen? But I haven't done my video on it yet, or updated video on the super fake, Bay super like fakes, the flame fakes. But apart from the bits on some of them, like, they're pretty good, dude. You know, they're pretty good. So if you're on a budget and you just want to get a couple parts just to play with to see if you want to invest in like some genuine TT like Beyblade X, then maybe give them a go, dude. Like, you might find you enjoy it. You might be like, okay, yeah, these are cool. Like, it's worth it to me now to like pick up a couple like X bays and stuff. But yeah, I ain't gonna tell people to go out and like buy all the fakes they can and stuff and not support TT. But real world situations, if you just want to play spinning tops and you want to see if this product's worth it, then yeah, like, you do you, man. Like, you do you. Phoenix Wings shape reminds me of Dangerous Belials from Burst. So there's a Burst reference I actually know. This is a bay that I wanted to pick up for a while because I don't have the strongest of Burst decks, and I really like the design of that. Is it Energy Layer? Am I sounding even more like a Burst noob than I feel? I think it's Energy Layer, but yeah, I really like the look of that one. Is that the one that came on All Might? If it is, I think that's the reason I haven't got it, because I picked up a secondhand combo with like Guilty, Fafnir. I think it was on like 2 or 6 the armor, but yeah, it was on All Might already. So if it is that Belial that comes on it, then that's why I haven't picked up a separate one. Use a normal stadium rather than X stadium to avoid high-speed clashes. Okay, yeah, that would cause the metal or bits to break easily. Yeah, I haven't used the X bays in like normal stadiums much at all, if I'm honest. I really like the X stadium, I like the gimmick, but I've been quite lucky. I got like about 2 copies of pretty much most bays so far, and because I'm like trying to use them to make content, like that's where my budget goes towards. It's like my hobby isn't so much playing Beyblade anymore, my hobby is making Beyblade content. It's a big L that Hasbro didn't start in November. It's a big L that they didn't start like everything. Like, I know that it's hard, there's way more logistics than I can probably comprehend to it, but imagine just one big global release. Everyone's up to date at the same time. The meta's the same everywhere in the world. Like, the birds are chirping, the bees are buzzing. It sounds like a beautiful paradise to me. If we could just have one big global release, even if like, I know you'd probably have to suffer in the West, but even if when they do the release there, they're just like, fuck it, every week we're releasing like everything that was like a month apart here in like Asia, they just did like a week apart in the West. They won't do that, but I think that would be pretty cool. Just bring everyone up to date with each other, because it's been frustrating for me that even here in Thailand we're just a few releases like behind. It's like really frustrating because it just superficially jumps up prices on stuff for no reason. You know, like when something gets released here like a month or 2 later than it was released in Japan, and it's more expensive than it was new in Japan, it's like, I don't want to pay that money for this. Really interested in how they're going to take X from here, because Burst started off really simple and ended off with some wild designs. So I want to see how more complex it gets. Yeah, that's a. I really like how simple Beyblade X is at the moment. I am not against them chucking in more gimmicks or like more parts to the bay and stuff like that. I'm not. But I think part of its success, or part of its success with bringing in new players or returning players from like Plastic Gen and stuff like that, is how simple the bays are, because you don't have to learn too much. Like, you pick 3 parts and you've probably made a Beyblade that can win some battles against any other Beyblade, unless you put it on sharp, then you're losing every single time. But yeah, like, I think metal tips on bits is going to be a thing when they introduce like bearing mechanics and stuff like that on bits, or even blades and stuff like that. Like, I think that is probably going to be super strong. Like, the more free spinning these bits seem to be, like, yeah, I think that's going to be, that's my one for being like the silver bullet, is when we get like bearing bits and stuff like that. That would be amazing. Or like some kind of new bearing mechanic in the blade when the bit goes in and it spins more freely, or something like that. It'll be like metal bearings instead of whatever they're doing at the moment. It's like plastic, kind of like just free spinning type thing. I think if they do something like that, it'll be super strong. MQ fakes. What's the MQ fakes? You're gonna have to expand on that one. I'm not too MQ fakes, but yeah. So cool. Yeah, it is the one on All Might. Sick. You hope there's no bearing. Yeah, we're gonna get bearing. I hope so. Like, because anytime I've done so like the Shark Crash video I did, like, that burning Cobra space is just gonna outspin anything in X. Oh, MQ is base super. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought it was like I thought Flame was doing them as well. I sworn I saw like a Flame logo. I've got a Hell's Scythe. I'll just grab it quickly. I'm not gonna This is my what was it? Clean like sample, because I've got the lead testing kit. Can you see that the light's a bit too bright? Yeah, I've got the lead testing kit here, so I've had to get a separate fake, because all my other fakes are stored in with like old generation fakes, and they've all got lead in for sure. So I needed to keep one isolated, is the word I think I was looking for. Oh, actually, I'm gonna grab another fake part that I picked some up recently, because this is like the ultimate blast from my past. Alright, yeah, we're gonna get bearings. Okay, yeah, MQ is basically per X. Rubber defense bits. Yeah, for defense bits, I think the rubber makes sense. I don't think we could. I don't think they would do as well on the attack bits. It's just my guess for X. RSF, rubber ball. Yeah, definitely need some better defense bits. 100%. 100%. Because you've either got high needle or. Yeah, that's about it really. Like, high needle, I don't think anyone's picking needle. First pick at the moment. No one's picking sharp. I was like, my mind was blown. I think, was it Beyblade Geeks did like a 3-on-3 like deck battle against each other the other day, and one of them had one of their combos on sharp, and I was like, okay, fair enough. And it looked like they've been using the hell out of it, because that thing was rounded AF. So fair play, fair play. Bearing not once leave the burst meta. No, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get that excited whenever I play burst, because like most of the time, like, I had a couple mirror matches with like this type combo the last few times I play, and all that happens is they just stop at the same time, still stood up leaning on each other in the middle of the stadium, and that was pretty much every battle I had with like 2 bearing tips. But I don't think that'll happen with X. Like, they just aren't shaped like that. Although it could change. Yeah, Burst was a stamina meta as far as I could tell. Get on, GG. Good eye, mate. How's it going? They use the same metal as TT, but a little softer. Yeah, I'm assuming, like, I wanted to keep it all in the video just so people can see, because I know if I post a video and just say that they don't use lead, like, there'll be plenty of comments saying, they do use motherfucking lead, motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like, that gets pounded in the comments quite a lot. So we'll see. Yeah, that is the issue with, like, the fakes, is they're just not the same quality control as Takara Tomy. I know people have probably been a bit salty. They've probably gotten some dodgy, like, parts from Takara Tomy over the years and stuff as well, but, like, so far opening the the X fakes, like, ratchets will be loose. Like, honestly, the Shark Edge blade, I don't know if any of you have picked up the fake, but, like, that seems sharp, like, too sharp to be safe for, like kids to be buying. Like, it seems pretty dangerous. Like, it's a good thing you can't put it in left spin, because that would just be a fucking weapon. Like, straight up. Like, if we had Beyblade X when, like, I was a kid in school, like, that shit would have been banned day one. Like, we got a good, like, couple months out of Beyblade, like, before it got banned in our primary school. But if we had Beyblade X, and because we used to just launch Beyblades at each other's face, like you lost a battle, someone would be like, it'll just launch at you, like, assholes. Do that with, like, a Shark Edge, like, people are dying. Like, but yeah, the parts, like, I'll have to do, like, an intense test, like, put one through, like, 100 battles or something like that, and see how long it survives. Wind Dragon of yeah. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of what I've seen of, like, burst stuff, it is like that. I'm not knocking it, because I still enjoy it. I'm still captivated, no matter what the format, by two spinning tops going at each other and see who spins the longest. Like, I am very simple-minded in that sense, but I really enjoy the way X does it. Bro, the flame ones fucking trashed me so many times. Like, footage I haven't put up yet. I need to find the clip, because I've got hours of battle footage I've just done nothing with. Some of it's stored in my iCloud, some of it's on a Google Drive, some of it's on my computer now, some of it's just lost on one of my phones for, like, months and months and months back. But the reason I got the Hell's Scythe one again is because, like, that kicked the crap out of me. So I wanted to find out. One thing I did want to mention, though, I don't know if any of you know what these guys are, but little 10-year-old me found these fakes first time I went to the Philippines, and this was, like, the closest thing to the real anime at the time, because I've got the weight disc and the blade AR, sorry, over there. I'll get it out. But the first day I arrived, so it was nighttime already. This little story time with Blade Bay X here. So 10-year-old me arrives in the Philippines for the first time. We're on a minibus with family I've never met before, so I'm a little bit shy, a little bit nervous. Not too shy though. I've always been a bit like of a confident kid, I guess. Take me 5 minutes to warm up to you, and then like showing off as much as possible. But we arrive, go see a couple of my uncles and aunties, then we go to, like, our family, like, house area and stuff, and it's, like, super dark. So, like, by 6 p.m. it's, like, pitch black over there. And we get off the little jeepney that my uncle's driving for us, and literally as I step out, I know my family I've never met is right in front of me, but there's a basketball hoop about 20 meters down the road from where we are, and there's a huddle of a few kids and adults like underneath the basketball hoop, but there's sparks. There's sparks on the floor. They're just playing on the ground, and there's just sparks out. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then, literally, I'm like, they're Beyblades. They're Beyblades. What the? They're Beyblades. And I'm like, I'm torn. I'm like, oh, meet my Lola, my grandmother for the first time. Beyblades. I'm like, oh, I want to go over there. But I went and said hello to the family. Then I asked what's going on down there straight away, and I was like, Mum, I think they're playing Beyblades. So yeah, I rushed down there, and they were playing with these hench things. See if I can still put it together. They are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Little weapons, these things. But oh god, it's gonna take some elbow grease to hammer it all together. But essentially, oh yeah, it's lead. Literally, this is why you don't want to be playing with lead. Like, touch this for the first time. I mean, it's like 25-year-old lead, but there's meant to be two of these. Just trying to put the spin gear in there, then it's just snapped it. And I say snapped it, it's literally just crumbled into tiny pieces of toxic lead all over my desk here. So yeah, don't play with these bits at home. Just leave it to idiots on YouTube to do it for you. I'm gonna get these away and out of my face for the moment because I don't want them near me right now. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, real life Beyblade. Like, at the time, I thought they were like so cool. And yeah, I got quite a few of them while I was over there, and brought back all these massive golden lead like fakes for my friends back in the UK, and we got in a lot of trouble because I don't know if you've seen some of them. They literally look like massive razor blades just stuck on a weight disc. Burst Ultimate. Let's release a layer. That's a perfect circle. A bearing drift driver. I mean, they're the parts you want, aren't they? They're like 100% going to be the strongest parts. Metal Fight Metal is good because there wasn't one good combo that everyone could spam, and most combos don't involve you to spend $100+ for parts. That's true, but I remember seeing, like, was it Metal Fight World Champs, where is it just like Basalt or Twisted Temple on that really tall track, and that ball bearing tip. It was either that or is it not burn wheel? But like, I think I've seen in the history of Metal Fight, the meta at times was pretty homogenous. It was like 1 or 2 bays at the most. But I do enjoy playing Metal Fight. Like, you still get like your aggressive like bays. Like, I really like El Drago. I like the aggressive El Drago bays. But if I'm honest, the thing I like about Metal Fight battles is that they're quite chill. Like, when I started doing like posting Beyblade stuff, it was all on TikTok, and I'm not saying to go back and watch these videos because they're not, I'm not saying any of my videos are great, but they're definitely not great. But my kind of thing at the time was I was just listening to like a lot of lo-fi, so it was just like super chill Metal Fight battles with like lo-fi music in the background, and it was like, I don't know, it calmed me down. I could just like do like a couple of like my fake Metal Fight bays just battling each other for a minute, and I was like zen. It was pretty chill. You survive, just don't eat it. Yeah man, like the lead parts are pretty rough. Bearing drive, the free spin tip. Yeah, this is or bearing drivers, yeah, they're free spinning tips, but is this bearing drift? I can't remember. Or is it the red one that's bearing drift? But, or bearing drift dash or something. But yeah, I like this combo. Burst resistance isn't great on it. I think I need the red one of these bearing boys to up that. Or there's the gold metal one, but that I don't think having metal in these parts would be a good idea. That's why I get nervous about like the full metal Beyblades, like for Beyblade X and stuff. I see, I like don't like the idea of having full metal like bits, because I just think they'll wear down your Beyblades. Metal Fight parts were limited. Everybody forgets there was a heap of copied parts with different releases. Yeah, OG by far had the most like variety. Just like you think about how many parts there were for each bay, like it was dope, like dope. But they stopped making them, which is the biggest problem. Official tournaments for Metal Fight didn't have a ban list, which meant Twisted and Hell were spammed. In any other tournament, they would have been banned. Yeah, because I think things I've seen, like I've seen like I tried to like build a bunch of like Beyblade combos that were like WBO format, like the limited format for that, but then I realized no one here plays like those formats at all. They just throw together whatever the fuck they want, and just so it would be like illegal like 4D like combos and stuff like that, and just fucking let it rip, you know. So oh well, playing with fake Beyblades, yeah. No, I didn't know anything about like lead or whatever it being bad for you back in the day, man. Like it's probably why I've like so deformed over the years. Metal Fight Championship was just Twisted and Hell spam. Yeah, I mean, at least when you turned up and everyone else was using the same bay, you're like, okay, at least I made the right choice here. Shall we open some Boosterinos? So, anyone up for that? What order should we go? Should we do chronological order? Should we do reverse? Or have people got like they're like dying to see a Viper Tail booster open first or something like that? Like, let me know what we go with first. Synchrone system from 4D returns. What exactly was the synchrone system from 4D? Is that like where you can mix different like the metal parts, the wheels? Chronological order makes sense. So like, is that where, because you'd have, I'm assuming 4D was because you'd have like typically 4 parts of the layer. Like I think I've got that on the Big Bang Pegasus, and it's the synchrone system where you can like mix the different metal parts from different bays. Like, apologies for not knowing anything about Metal Fight, really. we are Ninja Turtles. The wheels are in a metal and plastic. You could switch them like high and low. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, cool. Okay, yeah, I understand that now. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I know like people like tampering with the height. For me, I like making bays as low down as possible until they start scraping. Like, I just want to make like an aggressive hockey puck is like my ideal Beyblade, I think. Just like wide, low down, very rounded, and just on an aggressive flat tip, just bashing around the stadium. The wheels are in a metal and plastic. Yeah, sorry, I read that one again. You could have a Pegasus. Pegasi. Anyone remember those awful videos from back in the day on E-Bombs World? That was that's a bit of a callback. I ain't gonna elaborate on that too much unless people remember that stuff. Every MFB fan wants every new Beyblade gen to be yeah. There's I mean, to be fair, like, kind of makes sense that that's gonna be the loudest generation of Beyblade fans, just because they're at the right age now to still kind of, like, I'm over 30, so anytime I tell people that I make Beyblade content and stuff like that, I have to say it with quite a big smile and like be very like bashful. Actually, no, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm over 30, so I'm past the point of caring about people's opinions on me, to be honest. So yeah, like, that's like not something I'll worry about, but it's just funny being on an island where everyone's like a hard AF like fighter or coach, and I'm known as being like a coach and like fighter around here. And like, hey Rick, what you been up to? I've just been playing Beyblade, bro. One off, you could retro review Samurai Afraid from 4D. That would be cool. Like, I am not against doing content on like these formats and stuff at all. It's just because I'm not like picking up the Beyblades. Like, I'm focused on either getting the new X releases or like collecting like OG parts that I don't have and like have wanted for ages. I'm actually really gutted because I had ordered. They might have arrived while we're doing this stream right now, but I ordered some OG parts. I was hoping to be able to open and unbox for you today. They have not arrived, so I'll hold off until next week for that. But their parts are specifically ordered in because I want to use them in combos for our OG character tournament that we're doing next. So yeah, I'm pretty damn keen to get my hands on those. We got mail back. Thought they would be happy. I mean, I think everyone's happy enough, I think, with Beyblade X. Shall we start opening some shit? Let's start with let's do chronological, because I will have to end this at some point, because as soon as I'm done here, don't know if you caught at the start of the stream, I was mentioning I gotta do some karate in a little bit. My friend here, well, training partner and I guess student at times. She's a MMA fighter. She's got like a Kyokushinkai karate background, and she runs like a Kyokushinkai karate club here for like adults and kids. And they're doing a grading today. I've helped out with them before, just being like the figurehead, sat there with like my black belt and my gi on, like going around, kick some kids and make sure they're doing stuff with good form, like the senseis used to do to me when I was a kid. And they've got some people grading today, and there's one like older dude who's going for like a more senior belt and stuff, and they haven't really got anyone for sparring with him, so I just got to turn up with my gi and my belt and just like batter someone going for like a blue belt or something like that for a few rounds. Like, it'll be funny, it'll be nice, they'll enjoy it. Kyokushinkai's like brutal, so like it's all part of the fun and the experience. Time to get Wizard Hour, Gold Viper and Night Lance. You know what, Spaghetti? Fuck you. You're probably right, but still. Grandmaster, yeah. No, I haven't. Actually, I was talking to my wife about it literally yesterday, because I never think about belt grades and stuff like that. But even with kickboxing now, with the kind of like the times they make you wait between them, if I was still going through my grades and stuff like that, I would be past my I'd be past my 5th degree for kickboxing now, so that would be like the first master rank. And when it comes to the Filipino martial arts stuff, with the time it's been between like my gradings and stuff like that, I'd be like touching I'd be touching on getting to like a grandmaster rank in that. Regardless, I'd have a red belt in that one by now, and that's been the dream since I was 4 years old. But I decided to fight people instead, so alright. What are people's guesstimations for our Shark Edge booster? I don't know what it means in these ones, but we have one of these things. Everyone seems to know what that stuff means. I do not. I merely open the boxes. Alright, let's check it on the scales. The blade is 35.99. So, heavy. Pretty heavy. 35.99. What would that be? Would that be Drowned Sword or Shark Edge? That could be Drowned Sword or Shark Edge, I think. Can't remember how heavy those boys are, but I'm guessing they're the heaviest ones in the pack. Leon. I'm I'm not going to be upset if I pull a Leon from the Shark Edge booster. That'd be pretty cool. They just give me like a purple recolor for no reason. Alright, should we go for it? I'm gonna snip the corner. Alright, 35.99. That is a banana shark. Do. So yeah, I mean, I would have preferred a purple one. Not so much about the blade, but for the parts, because I got a few Shark Edge blades now. We've had a few re-releases of this, but I would have liked the purple ratchet and the purple low flat. But you know what? A Beyblade is a Beyblade. This is something I definitely didn't need more copies of 480, but I'm not even sour about that anymore, because now with all my my prediction of it all being custard bays might come true still. That might come true, so we might get the custard Wyvern finally, but it doesn't mean getting another gold Viper tail, which I don't mind. But yeah, so all my spare ratchets now that aren't my spare battling ratchets can be I don't know, things to twist around, make some cool aesthetic things, like this orange like 80 height ratchet bit could still be useful for me for sure. Alright, so we'll pop you up there for a second with your booster pack. I would have preferred a purple. I would. I'm not no cap. Alright. Are we sticking with chronological order? Should we go for I wonder what blade we're gonna get. Good. Alright, let's get. Oh god, alright. Somehow the tape is stronger than the cardboard. I've just accidentally sliced through the cardboard instead. Oh well. So yeah, if I'm honest, the only one I want to pull, big go, is the prize bay out of this one. If I don't get the prize bay, then I don't mind getting the others. Like, I like the black blade. I like this Leon in every single booster. I like the black blade, but I'm fucking tired of black 460. Like, because I got like how many of the Night Lances I get? Like 3 Night Lances. I got like so many black 460s now, and it just annoys me seeing it, because it's like the laziest recolor that Takara. Well, it's not even a recolor because they've already released it, but custard. I hope so. I really hope so. Alright, we got a little cardboard boy in the Viper Tail booster, so if that tells you what it is. Sorry, guesstimations below. Let's get this bad boy on the scales. Why am I putting it on the scales? They're all the same weight, they're all the same blade. Unless people know the difference. 35.87. I think it might be a Viper Tail. Alright, what colour did we get? My money is on them giving me another black 460. Yep, I mean, I get a black flat, which is cool, because I think that might. I still think Hell's Chain on flat might be a thing. Oh, I need to do some proper testing of it, but I think it might be a thing. But I love this blade, honestly. Looks so cool. Like, I wish we had a black low flat. I know I can 3D print one, but I want one that I can take to tournaments, because this on Vipes, or even on a black rush would be cool, or a pinky red rush to match the center of the gear chip. That would be sick. Or if I can put the black 560 like outside on like a pinky purple like 60 height. Ooh, that would have been nice to get the shark edge, the pry shark edge, to take the middle of that ratchet to put on this. I'm blaming metal, like I'm just obsessed with what ratchets I can switch around now with everything. Beyblade X, the Gen of recolors. Yeah, we get a few, don't we? We get a few. Black flat on Phoenix feather to match the gear flat. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's something I haven't done enough battling with gear flat. I'll be honest now, like I just haven't. Like it's fast. It is fast, and it's loud. Fast and loud. It's like a Fast and Furious movie. But I think it looks pretty good. Like, but I haven't seen, like, because Phoenix Wing came out and everyone's going on about the blade and the ratchet, and no one's going on about the bit, so I'm not sure what people are using gear flat on. Like, what do people use gear flat on? But here is Black Viper Tail, more Black 460s. Absolutely pointless ratchet. Absolutely pointless. They all look cool. Can't wait to get a West release. Yeah, like I'm super happy with the aesthetic of X so far. Like, I think the gear chip design is enough of a callback to kind of like the aesthetic of OG beys and stuff. Of course, you got the metal outside for like MFB, and I guess like you got the burst mechanics. There's 3 separate ratchet bits, so I guess that kind of feels like. I think they've just done a good job so far, like a good job. The one cardboard and Wyvern Gale booster means Knight, both Wyverns and Leon. Okay. Yeah, worse than Rush Flat or Taper. Yeah, like I want to play with it because like, you know what it's like with these things. Like we're all so opinionated. Like we're all like, but when I use it, I can do this with it and stuff like that. You know, like I've still got it in my head, but I haven't been as excited to use it as I thought I would be, you know? Like, I remember when, like, Low Flat was announced and Rush was announced, and I was like, fuck, like, I need to get my hands on this. And I thought they were amazing straight out of the box when I played on them. Or played with them, sorry. But Gear Flat, I was really excited to see. But then when it did come out, I don't know, I wasn't so hyped to use it as much, so... yeah, we'll see. I like it. Stuff that's not so great. Like, yeah, Rhino would be pretty cool with gear flat, because that would be like, I mean, Rhino, you're just gonna either KO yourself or KO them, or just run out of stamina if neither of those happen. Yeah, the noise off a gear flat, it's like, you know, shit's going down when that's like kicking off. Alright, what do we get? Don't know what don't know what the number is. Alright, so we got a bit of cardboard in the Wyvern Gale box, so that means we might get our custard Gale. Slingshot, Hasbro slingshot with metal, the high-speed gimmick. Ooh, I don't think I'm aware of this gimmick. Sorry for the sound of the tape. Ugh. I do not know what the slingshot gimmick is. Leon. No more Leons. No more Leons. We are the kings of Leons at this point. 33.69, lol. Duh. I'm so done with Nightlands. If I pull 2 black 460s in this out of 3, like that would nah. That would be pretty depressing. 33.67 now. It's lost 0.02 of a gram since I looked away. So that could be a Wyvern Gale, right? That kind of weight. I'm just trying to remember. Have I got a Wyvern Gale nearby? I have. I got like a bunch of Wyvern Gales nearby, but I'm not gonna say a bunch. I got 2. That might be Wyvern or Leon. I really hope it's the custom Wyvern. I mean, any Wyvern I'm going to be happy with. But I just want to finish the set just for my OCD. It will mean, though, that I'm going to need to think of a new hook to get you watching these watch and unbox. Because we don't have the hype of maybe getting the... Can you see already? Does that look like a... Oh, is that a... Fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God, that's so depressing. That is so depressing. You know, part of me genuinely thought we were getting the custard bay then. I thought we were going to get the Wyvern Gale we needed. Damn. That's good. This is going to be my next giveaway prize. I'm going to do a challenge and the winner gets like 50 of these sent to them. I'm not going to post them, I'm just going to lob them as far as I can towards your direction. Oh, God. I think pulling the 2 Wyvern Gales out of those 5 boosters used up all my luck for these. Oh yeah, no, I should definitely try and buy the Wyvern Gale at this point, but I mean, it's kind of fun just doing boosters sometimes, isn't it? And another one. Yeah, I know, it's like, it's just, I've got to do it. I've got to pull it at some point, because still, out of the boosters at the shop, I got them from the same shop as I got the last 3 from. No one's pulled the yellow Wyvern Gale. No one's pulled it, so no one has it there yet. No one. So yeah, there's got to be one there. Like, I'll see how many boosters they got left by the time. Like, I'll see how many people have pulled it by the next time I go in there. But yeah, I'll see how many they got and see what I can do. But there we go. And actually, while I've got them both here, is there any difference at all between these 2 ratchets? Like, at all? Like, can you see any difference? Like, maybe this one is a... Oh, sorry. Nope. This one. Inverted controls. Sorry. Maybe this one's a little bit more transparent. Like... But yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, if you're doing a set of recolors, just recolor everything. Don't give us any, like, repeats. Got plenty of copies of Gear Ball, though. Does anyone use Gear Ball? Like, is it any good? Does anyone want their stamina beys hitting extreme dashes? Yeah, but it wasn't in the heart of the cards today, was it, mate? Unfortunately. It is not time to duel. It is time to cry about just pulling Night Lances every time. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, this is the one you need to beat next. This is what you gotta. This is what you gotta get past. 980. 980 on a high burst resistance bit. I got confidence in it. I think it'll do good. I might have to try them out against. That's one thing I might do. Whoever wins the next OG character tournament we do, I might do like a thing to see if they can beat some other generation beys. The 60s look the same. Yeah, they do. They look exactly the same. Like, it's a really, I'm probably going on about it too much, but I think it's a really crap thing for them to do. Like, a couple boosters apart, just re-release the same part. Like, honestly, the one on Night Lance could have had like a purple center or like a purple trim, and everyone would have thought it was like the best ratchet, even though it's 460, which sucks. Like, everyone would have still thought it was great. Like, oh cool, it's a crap ratchet, but it looks dope and it's new. It's not the same part we had from a previous release. I think that's the only one they've done that with. Like, we've got a lot of yellowy, orangey kind of recolors of like the same ratchets and stuff, but I don't think any of them are like exactly the same between releases. But that is just like the same ratchet. But yeah, we got our blade breakers here, so they're all done. Next up, I think I'll be doing Lee. from the White Tigers slash White Tiger X. I'll get that one filmed at some point this week. But my kind of like schedule has changed quite a bit this last week. I think I mentioned it either on like a... Oh yeah, I think I was talking to yourself about it in Zoomer the last time I did a live stream for the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke. So I've just taken on a job doing like some content creation stuff here for my friend's business. Well, he's got a few businesses on the go and a few different projects. I'm kind of doing stuff for all of them. Like one's a float tank, like a sensory deprivation type thing. That's like a physical store he has here, but he was also like super into his like motocross racing and stuff back in the States, and he's jumping into the league here in Thailand starting from next month as well. So the weekend after, I hopefully go to Bangkok for the G2. I'll be going back to Bangkok and then traveling a bit further up north to be cameraman basically and start vlogging a lot of the first race. We'll be meeting the community there. We're going to talk to them about if they're actually like streaming or doing that kind of stuff with these events, because he's invested a lot in his studio setup, so we would probably be able to accommodate broadcasting these races in some way, which will be a logistical nightmare, but might be something we end up doing. But I'll also be like, he's got like sponsored athletes I'll be doing like some content and stuff for. I've just, funnily enough, out of all the things, that was like my first proper project. I've just finished editing a few shorts for like a restaurant chain that we have over here called Ali's. It's like a Turkish kind of like barbecue and grill type place, but they've just expanded. They've got like a boxing gym attached to their restaurant, and they've just made a new grill because they have like a fully halal section and like a normal, I say normal, like a non-halal kind of like section. Like, so they've just done that, and they've been good business friends and stuff for years. So he wanted to throw them a bone and like get them some stuff done. So I was up there like capturing some clips and stuff, and edited a couple of those videos together. So I've taken on that, and I'm also back coaching jiu-jitsu at Tiger. I'm coaching the MMA sometimes, but if I'm honest, I'm trying not to take on that workload at the moment. But I'm back teaching jiu-jitsu there a few times a week. Yesterday I taught the MMA class and the jiu-jitsu class. But from next week it should just be back to jiu-jitsu. So yeah, now that my kid and missus are like full-time back at school and working and stuff like that, like I've been able to kind of take on some more like workload. So well, it might affect like content a little bit, but I think it will affect it positively, because like I have way more resources for creating content now. I'm really hoping at some point to do a big cool live stream from the studio there. That's like my first goal, to like test that shit out. Like I want to see how that goes, because he's got 3 Blackmagic like Cinema 6K cameras to do the stuff from. We got like live switching boards, and like it's a nice setup he's got there. So hopefully we'll be able to make some cool content using the place. Maybe you'll get it next time, mate. I guess the classic Takara Beyblade Pyramid Booster Pack scheme strikes again. Speaking of Takara Pyramid Booster schemes, I'm still pissed about Sphinx Cow being a short booster, because I've only been able to order 1 copy. The shop that I got these boosters from said they can add like any orders I want to make to when they do their big bundle, because it'll work out only like minimally cheaper, if I'm honest, but at least I'll be able to get my hands on more copies without paying ridiculous postage. So that I might do that, but it'll mean having to open up like 1 close to release date, and then any other I get will probably be like 2-3 weeks later. Like it might be delayed by like a full month or something, because they'll be doing their shipping by boat. So who knows when that will come. yeah. Pretty busy. Pretty busy, but I do enjoy being busy. I just, as long as I get like an hour or something to just be silent in the day, I don't mind being like full pace for like the rest of the 23 hours. Like, doesn't make sense that Sphinx just got introduced in the anime and comes out next month. No, it is. for lack of a more eloquent word, pretty stupid, to be honest. I don't think they've made the best of choices there. Like, if I'm honest, chucking Sphinx in like that late. Oh no, sorry, this early in the anime, and then not releasing the Bey. They did that with something else for Beyblade X, didn't they? And I was like, the timing didn't seem right. But yeah, I mean, they've got a pretty fast release schedule, like a couple Beys like every month so far. I don't know if they're gonna, like, when's the Trigger S release? Because when they announced, like, or showed off the I can't remember if it was the prototype or the finished design at the G1 stuff, when they unveiled like the Tripio like progress they've had and the Battle Royale Stadium. I thought that was going to be coming out in January, but maybe it's a Feb-March release. But yeah, that's going to be one that I'm like, we all know I'm like a stan for like Trigger S at this point, so that's going to be one I need to get. And now that everyone thinks Point is good, because I was a bit gutted about Point to begin with, to be honest, but now that it's suddenly good again, like like we'll have more copies of it. Sorry, we'll have another recolor, one that won't really go with any other Beyblade. Like, that is one thing I think from the Dranza remake, and then when we get the Trigger and the rest, because they're like a much kind of like flatter color than like the new ones, like the old, like, this is probably like the closest we get to like OG looking like colors, like the yellow on like Shark Edge and stuff like that, but everything else has like some kind of level of opacity or like pearlescentness to them. But the Dranza remake and how the Trigger remake looks, it's just like boom, that flat color, so it's not really going to complement many other X-Bays, I don't think. Yeah, no, I fully agree. Like, just give us like starters or boosters that we know what we're getting, and random boosters, save that for like recolors, or if you were like to do like, say, like Sphinx Cowl, just give us the new parts like in different colors. Like, just give us a few recolors of the same thing. Don't like I don't know. They know what they're doing to make money, you know. But yeah, I can't help but have some feel bads towards it, because like right now, like how many times I've pulled this. I know I was lucky to pull the prize Bey, but it's so hard to just complete a set if you're getting random boosters, you know. Yeah, I think Tripio, I think it could be good. I don't think it's guaranteed to be good, but I think it could be good, because like, it's going to be wide. It's going to be wider than any other Beyblade X release for sure. If the mechanic actually works with keeping it like level from like the wind resistance stuff, then it'll definitely be like a good blade. But I don't know, man. Like, we had like another like double copter combo on our last little testing video against the Trigger V2 combo, and it's the best any of them have done. But I think for someone who's made a lot of videos on it already or used it a lot, I'm probably like, and when I was younger I thought it was super cool, because it's the basketball players, I forgot his name, but the basketball players from the PBA All-Stars team, and like basketball is like, outside of like punching and kicking things, basketball is my sport, and I thought that was dope, so I wanted it. But yeah, now I'm like, I don't think it's good. I just don't. So they want to make like a TCG. Yeah, so that's probably why I'm not that salty. I am salty, but I'm not that salty about some of the booster stuff, because I've always collected TCGs, always. And I'm the kind of like, I get my singles now. If I'm getting anything, I pretty much just get singles, because I ain't got time to waste on that money. on like booster packs, but I'll still buy boosters. I'll get a booster box or something. Like, I haven't been actively buying like Magic, MTG, and stuff for about a year and a half now, since I last got like a proper like set. Like, but I've still picked up a couple random singles. Foolishly picked up a couple of secret layers. But what's been really cool is when I went back to the UK in July, a bunch of my friends had collected up like some of the commons, uncommons, and their duplicates from like newer Kamigawa sets, not that new now, and stuff like that. So I don't really feel like I'm missing out on Magic releases. Like, I haven't. Well, I've got some of the newer stuff, but yeah, nowadays I pretty much just play Commander. I don't even have my modern deck with me out here and stuff. I ain't even interested in what's going on in Standard anymore, to be honest. Like, I just want to go, if I want to play Magic, I want to either play some Commander, or I'd have to go back to the UK to play it, but I've got like my Legacy Cube. That's a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, that's why they do the recolors. Like, they know the formula. They know what's going to get us spending money. Like, paint a Beyblade red, purple, black or gold, and our dumbasses are going to buy it. Made them available as a single purchase so we get rid of the grey market high prices. Yeah, it would do. It would do, but I mean, for one, Japan's weird with their business. You know, they're like, we're going to do things this way, and that's going to be that, and we're not going to justify why. But I think to drive sales of like their new product, I think they rely on that kind of like a second-hand market to like purchase everything up quickly so they can resell. And what's sad is like brick and mortar shops are having to kind of do that now. Like, they're not necessarily being allotted enough of certain things to really justify the purchase of it, or like they're not being delegated enough sets or booster boxes of stuff to like then cover their client base, so their clients are going to have to go elsewhere and go online. So I know brick and mortar shops that are having to like basically just become like scalpers to get by, and it sucks. That's the thing. Yeah, that's true, if they wanted to make it more like a TCG than the global release, but I think they were probably apprehensive. I don't think they expected it to do as well as this. That's the kind of vibe I got off of the release of Beyblade X from Takara. I don't think they expected it to be as popular as it is, because like here at the moment, even with like the Western kids in the international schools, I'm like hearing it's like mega popular from my friends that are like teachers there and stuff. So yeah, Beyblade X has kicked off like big time compared to what would probably a lot of people would have assumed, and I'm happy about that. That's really cool. Hopefully maybe down the line with X, it won't be with UX or anything like that. Like, I won't get into a whole big thing about discussing UX now, but this is like way down the line. If Beyblade X's success continues like this, by the time we get the fish Beyblade fish, by the time we get the 5th generation of Beyblade, maybe it'll be something like super hench global rollout by that point. That's why I'm pumping out more content. Pay cut when I move, and a lot of UX stuff slated, so the YouTube money needs to pay for it. Otherwise, like, I'm not monetized on this channel, so it's like everything I kind of get is out of like a non, like, it's not paying for itself basically, but it's my hobby. So like I've got a couple different hobbies, but if I do anything like with the filming, like, so the hobby isn't just the Beyblade stuff. The hobby now for me is like filming and things like that. So I've managed to land a job where content creation is like being paid for, so that's kind of like, that justifies my budget for doing the YouTube channel now. You know, it's been a little bit of a grind to get to that point, but if YouTube's not going to pay me to make content, I'm going to try and find someone who will. Takara are happy to keep Beyblade in-house and sell the rights over. Beyblade is treated as a trading tool to maintain good partnership with Hasbro in the West. Yeah, yeah, like no arguments here. Like I feel gutted for everyone who's gonna have to get like Hasbro Beyblade X stuff, because yeah, it might be better, but another reason why I just stopped getting like MTG stuff and stuff is because Hasbro suck balls right now, you know, like they're shady as fuck, like just cutting all the corners. Like, man, I was getting such twisted cards and stuff like that. You don't know, like, because now they've delegated all printing and stuff to all these different printers. It's just not the same quality across the board, and your prices have gone up on everything, and all the different type of collector boosters and set boosters and stuff like that. And it's not, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm not in a rush to get MTG stuff anymore, and it's pretty much just because Hasbro suck. Like, Beyblade 25-year-old IP, sorry, and they treat it like it's been out for a limited time. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's motivating their decisions exactly, but it is what it is. Like, I'm happy with the product they're pumping out. I'm enjoying the gameplay, which is the main thing. It's just like how we have to go about obtaining it, which is the pain in the ass, you know. Like, it's one of those things that, because the product itself doesn't really have any barrier to entry. Like, you buy one starter set and you're good to go. Like, literally at the second day of those G3s I went to, I think I filmed like a bunch of his fights or battles because I thought it was awesome that he was just doing it. But he turned up and bought just the Dran sword. It was the only Beyblade he had. I think his friend lent him like 2 other stock Beyblades just so he could enter the tournament, because you needed to have a 3-bay deck. But he just bought a Dran sword that day to be able to battle, and he was just winning rounds. He hadn't played, I think he said he hadn't played Beyblade since Metal Fight himself, and but he was like a kid when like Metal Fight came out, and he said he hadn't played then, but his friend had come to do the tournament, so he came along with him, bought a Dran sword, and like smashed it. I think he got to like the quarterfinals or something like that. Every time he won a round, he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna win. I don't know what I'm doing," and stuff. But yeah, like, so you can just buy a starter and have a competitive Beyblade, you know, and win matches against people that go to like G3s multiple times every weekend, you know. So yeah, the product is strong. Distribution is not, I think, is the overall feeling. Always wondered how much Takara charge Hasbro for the rights. It's gonna be a pretty big number, I imagine. Yeah, I think Hasbro, I think, will spend a lot of money to have an IP, but not spend a lot of money to maintain that IP. You know, like, my other big thing I do a lot of is like D&D, and if any of you play D&D, you're probably aware that is a very, very vocal and opinionated community, like most communities are. But that D&D is like, yeah, some people are pretty stuck in their ways with that shit. But yeah, so Hasbro have been a bit shady with D&D stuff, and like, I'm still paying for like the oh shit, I can't even remember what it's called now. The basically the online thing that D&D Beyond. Sorry, I've still got my D&D Beyond account because I like DM like sessions online or in person. It's quite handy to use the character sheets, especially I find they're really easy if you build the sheets if you're doing it for a younger group that are inexperienced, because they can just do everything in front of them and they're more used to that kind of like gaming interface. But also with like high level players that like to have everything listed out like that in front of them. For me, I'm pretty chill. I like to just like, maybe you don't even need to have all of your character sheet written down on the bit of paper. We can just decide as we go. Like, I'm pretty chill about like DMing like that, but I also like to DM like intense shit as well. But I enjoy the role playing side of the role playing game, if I'm honest. Takara probably maintain creative control 100% for sure. Japan would never give creative control of what they do to other people. Their concept to not negate the original concepts. Yeah, creative control over Hasbro's concepts. Yeah, definitely do. I don't know how Hasbro justify like not just doing carbon copies of the Takara releases though. Like, I think I'm always incorrect about this, I feel, but Hasbro did do metal fight Beyblades as well, didn't they? They weren't just all like those plastic wheels and stuff like that. I see, because I always go on about like my first experience with metal fight Beyblades. I had a feeling that they were like all plastic parts, and it just didn't seem like Beyblade to me. I can't remember exactly. I might be wrong. We definitely had metal contact parts when I like first played Metal Fight back in the UK, like yonks ago. But I got a feeling there was like loads of plastic parts, like loads of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't purchase enough other stuff from Takara Tomy. Like, I see a lot of stuff they do because I'm a bit of a weeb. And they make some pretty dope stuff. Like, actually, funny enough, I like the look of a lot of their Transformers toys more recently. Like, they've made some pretty fire stuff for that. And my kid, he's obsessed with this Bumblebee toy that they've got at his school. Whenever I come past, like, to pick him up in the evening, he's pretty much always playing with that toy. So, yeah, I'm probably going to end up having to pick up some Transformers stuff from Takara sometime soon. Hasbro stuff was on point until burst. Okay, yeah, cool. So I saw like you could get like the like blister style packs of the Metal Fight stuff from Hasbro, and they look like they were just like the Takara beys, pretty much spot on. Although isn't the rubber meant to be better on the Hasbro beys, like the El Drago one, not El Drago, not Lightning. Is it Meteor? Sorry, I know I'm a MFB noob, but yeah, isn't like the rubber on those meant to be better for like spin stealing? It's a bit like softer and stuff. But yeah, I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my ass ready to go whoop some ass now. Actually, Hasbro taking the Takara logo on their boxes too for the Transformer stuff. Yeah, they got a partnership going on that I ain't gonna be able to break down. I'll do some research. Maybe that could be like a video essay I do at some point, like the relationship between TT and Hasbro. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, the rubber and stuff on Hasbro is better, and it is Meteor. Cool. I should have just said it with confidence, and no one had known any different. But thank you everyone for stopping by. It's been really fun stream again. Really enjoying chatting with you all every week. I'm going to try and get 1 or 2 streams done this week of my Pokemon Nuzlocke, just because I want to try and get through that. I want to get past Lieutenant Surge. That's the next goal. And I should get the testing video for this filmed on Monday at least. I'll probably try and get it edited by Tuesday night my time, or so on. But I've got some other stuff to film. I've got like a interview to film for this new job and stuff like that, so that'll be my filming cover for the weekend. I'm hoping to pick up a new microphone setup for my testing videos on Monday. That's why I'm not filming this until then, because like you probably noticed with the OG combo videos, like the distance from the mic changes, and it makes it quite hard to keep consistent audio. Normally when I film those things I do a voiceover afterwards, but because I was just excited to have my hands on building the combos. I wanted to just smash out building them as quickly as I could. The audio isn't as consistent, so I'm going to try and fix that, because that really annoys me when I'm editing. I could have just stripped all the audio and chopped the videos down shorter and just talked over it, but I want to be able to like be pretty chill and like more relaxed when I'm making the content. And I feel like that sometimes with the character combo building is a bit too like rigid, you know, like, so I want to keep it chill. But yeah, thank you everyone. I'll keep you updated. Make sure you go check out that community post, give me your combos to try and burst this guy, and we'll definitely get them in. We might even end up streaming the testing for that, and I'll just chop down the video shorter later on, but we'll have to see. But I'll catch you in the next one, team. And yeah, let it rip.